Everyone, welcome on the stream. Hello, Tilburg. Hello. We're back. We're back from Digital Dragons. Finally, it was a great event. I'm glad that I went there, but we have to get back to work. Where I finished last time, I think I was doing something. Oh right, I was working on the system for selection of buttons. So to sum up, what this system supposed to do? Basically, when I have buttons, I want to hover them, but when I use maybe something from gamepad or arrow keys, I want to just change selection. So we prepared already classes for grouping buttons in groups. So adding style to buttons is very simple now. And now I have to work with mouse button only to of course firstly disable player movement and hide mouse button when it's not used. But here I've got some null reference exception. What I don't like. So okay. Oh, so it's for the first time when I'm doing something. I guess this result game object can be null. So here I have to just add if result that game object is null, then just return. I think I don't need anything else. Yeah, that would be enough. So result, if game object from this result is null, so there was nothing. There was nothing behind cursor. Just go further. Just return from this function. Okay, here I can invert if. I like it much better. It's much cleaner to work with that code where you have this early return from function rather than if and adding steps into the code. Okay, so I've got everything. I've got this execute. I don't need it anymore because now I need it before, because before I was like maybe just select but something, but now I'm doing the same code that is inside here hovering items. So Unity thinks that I'm just entered with my mouse on item, so as it should be. Okay, so I've got this. How should I do it further? Because I was working on something that's called for me this override for default selection. Where is that class for it? It was somewhere here. It was, yeah, Unity UI. So buttons. Was it here? Silent event. No. Or maybe I was working. Yeah, I think I was working on it on a train to Krakow. But I think I've just reverted those changes because they were not good enough. Yeah, I have to work from here. So basically now selecting up, down, left, right, when you have something selected with UI buttons, selecting next item is done through this navigation. here, but I want to have some, maybe not, I want to have more control over it. So I should firstly get access to these vertical horizontal items. How it is set? So let me, maybe no, not this way, maybe from here. Let's try to go inside button class. Okay, it's selectable, and I want to dig deeper in it. Is that there is anything about navigation? So let me just find. Now, oh, there's nothing about navigation. Maybe it's in selectable class. Is it here? Navigation. Oh, here it is. So it's navigation. How is it used? So find those are methods that are public. Oh, I've got everything. So it's method that is find selectable. Hello, Michael. Hello, hello. So it's just method that is finding something on the left or right. Okay, but when there is moment that it's firing, I'm working still on this UI selections. The only thing that left for me is overriding Unity selection. So in Project Bridge, I had this strange problem that when I wanted to do something that wasn't typical. So for example, so maybe I will show you, it will be easier. Let me just open here, Project Bridge, great. I will quickly open it and I will show you what I mean by that. So here, when I want to go to the left, I want to select this Discord button. So yeah, now it's working. Like I'm selecting left, it's going to the Discord button. I'm on this button. Maybe let me change language quickly. It will be here. Yeah. So now I'm on this exit button. I go down and I want to go back to the play button. But when I was using this Unity default navigation, exit button, when pressing down, I think was tried to select maybe this one or this one. So maybe the settings under my camera eyes button, or maybe this Discord button. So I had to come up with override. So navigation had to be done by me by hand on every button. And now there's problem that exit button, credits, tutorial, those 4 buttons, basically on them, this default navigation automatically selected was good enough. It was working. But I want to have some more flexibility with it. So I came up with idea that I can somehow use things that Unity is using, and on top of that, add some overrides only on one action. So only action on left, on right, or top, and bottom. So yeah, this is my plan, and I see that selectable already have something with find selectable, and I like it. But I want to know when it's used. So when it's find selectable on left, for example, when it's using. No. No, they are not. So basically, if I get it correctly, if navigation mode is set to automatic or vertical, it's basically doing a lot of calculations to do it on every usage of up, down, left, right. That's on one hand that's strange, but on the other hand it's quite interesting. So how is it working? So it's going for through the static selectable count. How is it set? Maybe not here. So they are going over every enabled selectable on scene. Oh, so they're going over everyone, every selectable. Okay, and it's getting it from its class. So it's checking if it's interactable or is it none. So, okay, it's used for custom editors, so nothing wrong with that. And here, so it's taking its transform as rect transform. It's getting its point, so it's calculating dot product. So dot product is basically telling you, I think, is if it's on the same, if the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. So I could say that basically it tells you more or less about angle between two the vectors. So it tells you about between vector between vector to the button and vector that is current vector. And it's checking all of that. To be honest, I'm quite shocked because I thought they are doing some very, very intriguing, interesting magic with hiding or caching everything, but they simply going through every enabled button or selectable item, and that's all. And that's funny. I would say very funny, even. Okay. So, how can I do it in a better way? I see two options, but both of them are not perfect. So first thing is setting all buttons, so all selectables items as explicit. So my component will set all items there and only cache here. But with this caching, I would lose this option to do something when button is disabled, enabled, and so on. So I have to do something else. I think I could put myself between this. Can I attach myself to events when move is used? So maybe it would let me somehow use it. So okay, so when I'm using left right on move here, so slider, if I'm doing move, oh, so I'm moving to left and there's nothing on the left, then it will work with those. sliders. That's good to know. I think in the Project Bridge uh, I had a problem with that, and I thought it was something strange, but now I see that I was using it incorrectly. I should disable horizontal uh, horizontal navigation, and it should work. Okay, so now on this selectable, I have unmove that is coming. Oh, I have an idea. So basically, I want to check something. Let me do it like that. So let's create class. That will be just simple class. Test button. Okay. So now with this test button class, I want to make this. I want to make this inherit. I want this to inherit after button from UI. Okay. And let's check if whole inspector will show in the same way as in a button. So add button. Oh, it was called test button. Okay. Okay. So let's create empty element and here add test button. Oh, it's working. So I think I fixed that. Basically, I have to change every button to my type of button that will be custom selectable button or something like that. And it will let me work with this navigation. So basically, I can just override this onMove method and still use Unity's event system with navigation, but we're injecting my own overrides to it. I like it. But there is one problem with that. Usually I'm adding buttons, so like that, UI, button, and so on. But I'm working with it, and now it's, oh no, I have to change the button. And here, I have no idea how could I change class of it. So basically, I want to change this button to my type of button. So generally, without removing it, adding my button and setting all items, I want to just press button to change it. I think I saw somewhere idea how to do it, but I think I had to dig deeper to do it. Maybe it was something with this, or maybe not. It was maybe from normal. Maybe it was somewhere. It was some util. So Unity change Unity inspector change component for returns 1. Maybe like that. Oh, here. So, but those are custom editors. Oh, that's good to know. You can add bool to constructor of custom editor, and it will enable it work. It will enable it, and it will enable all those editors for inherited components. That's good to know, but it's not the thing that I want to. Maybe Oh, maybe it's like that. So I've had an object with a script. I've connected. Oh, okay. So, okay. A similar object which instead used a derived class component. I want to copy all properties I've connected in the base class. Okay, so uh, that's it. That's not what I want. Oh, it's something, but it's still not nothing that I want. Oh, maybe I can do it like that. So I've got it here. Let's go to my test button. Can I just drop it somehow? No. No, it's not working like that. Hmm. I'm almost sure that it's possible to do it. Hmm. Maybe I asked a question in a wrong way. So Unity change component for inherited. Oh, for inheritor. Oh, maybe it will work. So I've got it like that, and I've got. Oh, it's nothing that I wanted. No, I don't want it. Hmm, it has to be somewhere. I'm almost sure. Okay. Maybe it was somewhere in our OpenUPM. Maybe here. Uh, mm, component, maybe with something like that. No. I want to easily, and I'm almost sure I saw it somewhere. I want to take this button uh, and change it to my class that, of course, is inheriting after button. Of course, without removing any data. So option like remove this component, add a new one, and copy and all of it. It's no go. So I have to do it somehow. Okay. Oh, maybe here. Yeah, it's very simple question. I want to do it from editor. In editor, maybe like that. Okay. Oh, change GUID without missing script. Okay. No, I don't want to do it in a cheesy way with changing something inside of Notepad. So it's copy component values. Okay. Oh, here it's something. So copy values from source to destiny. So I don't want it. I want working. I want some solution for that. To do it from editor without cheesy way. Oh. We used to do it as well, but it looks like Unity has removed this workaround. Yeah, I now I see that. I think in debug mode, really, there was an option to just change it. So when I was in debug mode, Unity add this allowed you to change the script, but in this new version, it's not working anymore. Great. Oh. Let me try it. Okay, so let's copy. Let's have some fun. Let me maybe add it just here. I think it won't explode. Yeah, it's not exploding. So Unity, please tell me that you're working. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Operation is not possible when moved past all properties. What? What's it's doing here? What is happening? So basically it's just static script. Is your problem that there is static class here? Really? I didn't believe it. Yeah, it was... That was strange. So... Let's go from scratch. Let's go from here. Let's call it test. Of course, I will move it to some editor extensions or something like that, to editor folder, to just simply cut it out from build. But for now, I want to just check if it's working. Because if it's not working, I don't want to fight with it and go further. So change script. Okay. I think I can go deeper with it. So let's check if it's, let's only check if it's working. So let's go to scripts. No, it's not scripts, it's libraries. It's NEC-utils. And it's here. Yeah, Unity UI. And here is test button. And it worked. So let's dig here and find if there's a better way to do it. Oh, and it's working with undo. I like it. I really like it. So, do I have my Unity UI editor? editor. I've got some utils editors, so let's add here. Let's call it model behavior extensions is good name for it. Okay. And let me just copy all of it. Yeah. And paste it here. This test class can be just deleted, so delete. Great. And I can just remove those if Unity editor, because now it's in assembly definition that it's not even added to final build. So I think it's better way to do it. But of course you have to do more work to achieve it. But still I like it. So now I've got menu item. That is change script. Okay. So if context is null, so there is no mono behavior. Yeah, that's good. So I've got mono behavior. So let me let's change it to strings with all our derp. Let's change it to string as our derps. No, it's not in a derp. I think we set it only here in editor config to make those basic types to ensure that basic types are wrote down and no one is using var for them. So it's loading script. Oh, no. So it's starting from here. So yeah, I'm back. So basically it's firing this open file panel to find replacement script. But I think I can do it better. So it's loading script. And what's happening here? It's basically it's taking property script and it's changing its object reference value. That's smart. Yeah, that's really smart. But how can I get Unity? Get all Unity editor. Let's do it like that. Get all in inheriting classes. Okay. Oh. But so I can go through assembly. Hello Blixon, welcome on the stream. Of course we are digging too deep as usually in Unity. I want to make it easier to change button to my button without the whole removing component and adding new one. I want to do it automatically. And I think I found something. Oh, I don't have to do it like that. So basically, I can leave this change script with this open panel as an option to do it automatically. That's cool, but I can add it as only for buttons to change it for my button, and that would be good enough. Yeah. So here in Unity UI, I can create folder that will be called editor. Okay. So here, let me just copy that. Let's create new assembly definition. Let's go here. No, it's not reference. It's only assembly definition. Come on, do it faster. I know that when I'm playing with assembly definition, you have to basically recompile a lot of things, but you can do it. You can do it fast. You're not my laptop that is overheating after 15 minutes of work. That is painful, to be honest. When I was going to Krakow, keeping my laptop on my knees, it was burning. It was so hot that after about 15 or 20 minutes, I had to close Unity and stayed only with Rider to do something because it was already too hot. It already overheat. I think I've got problem with those heat vents. I think in America when we were on PAX, I overheated and maybe it somehow boiled inside and leaked. So I think that's the main problem, but who knows? Okay, so I here in this assembly definition, I checked mark that this assembly can be included only on editor. So what it means for me, for my further development, everything that will be in this folder and its subfolders will be excluded from a build. So it is only available in editor. It's great. It's a great utility to make sure that no one will put basically no it's so basically it's not like magic solution to make sure that no one is using editor code inside of Unity, and it won't stop anything to sabotage your build. But when you know what you're doing, you can just write code without worrying about hiding everything under this hashtag if Unity editor and so on. It's very easy. It's very convenient to do it like this. And Philip, welcome on the stream. So let's call it button extensions. Then I think I made a typo, but Rider will tell me that, of course. No, I didn't make a typo. That's strange. That's something new. So, whoa, what I done? So button extensions are here. Great. No. Where my script went? What I've done? No, it's here. It should be here. Great. Oh, I want to add it to namespace, but firstly I want to select those libraries and necutils folders and tell the Rider that it's not namespace provider. Thanks to that, now it will create me this beautiful namespace NegUI Unity UI editor. I think that's very convenient way to close code inside namespaces. To be honest, I started using it for a short time, but already fall in love with them. They're very useful and really can help you with closing code in some smaller smaller packages. What's more, you don't have to care as much about naming. So basically, when I want to create class that is called, for example, movement, but one movement is player's movement, another one is enemy's movement, I can put those two classes in different namespaces, and names won't collide. So it's good. Of course, right there, out of the box, really push you this concept of using namespaces. So basically, when you create class from right there, it automatically adds it to namespace. So if I'm using it already, why not? Why shouldn't I just go with it and work like it's supposed to be done? I think here I see that there is some problem. Let's go to neg.util.editor. I will change naming later, but for now it will stay. So I can copy this code. Okay. So of course, it won't be in mono behavior. It will be in a context of button. Basically, this menu item context with capital letters button is a way to add option to. Oh, Philip, you can. I think you will know it. How this menu is called? Those three dots that are pressed. There was a funny name for that, but I don't remember now. But coming to my example, it's an option to add something to this list when you create those three dots. So now I can change it from change script to change to navigation button. Okay. And thanks to that, when I go to Unity, I should have this option change to meatball. Thank you very much. Yeah, of course, everything has to be named after food. So in this button, now I press those dots, this meatball menu. I think those both are good pronounces, but one is from UK, one is from USA. And here, as you see, I have changed to navigation button. So I will fire this method when I press this button. Or vertical ellipses for the boring name. Okay, I think meatballs are better. So let's go further with that. I should, I think, rename it to button. Okay, and I want to be this context. So context is basically a component that I use this method on. So let's go with button. No, from UI elements, with button from UI. Let's go monoscript. Okay, so I taking monoscript from mono behavior. Okay, I don't have to get script path and project. Yeah, I don't need it. Oh, to be honest, I don't even need this monoscript. So now I have to get path to my button. So Unity editor get path. Oh, so it's called kebab menu. Meatball menu is horizontal. Okay, so kebab, even better. Get path of class file. Maybe like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it should work. Let me copy and try it out. Okay, so I've got my button extensions. Let's go with that. Let's remove it. Okay, let's remove it. Oh, I didn't copy everything, so I want to copy like that. Great. Now let me just go with that. Let's leave this class untagged and go like that. Okay. I think there's... Okay. Closing one. Something is not right. Okay, should be another closing. Okay, so here I've got some class finder. So it's private static list of class files. Okay. And it's trying to find class. What is database link? Should I copy those? Oh, database link. It's not existing it here. That's not good. What is database link? And C sharp. Get class file details, but... Oh. Is it something that is not here? So basically I'm using system collections generic. Okay. I don't like it. Hmm. It There is Unity engine, of course, but there is nothing like database. Fine, database here. Hello, Mr. Dream. Thanks. To be honest, I'm great. We are back from Digital Dragons. We spent there 2 very intense but great days. If anyone is thinking about going to something like Digital Dragons, like this game dev conference, go there. There's a lot of people that are passionate about games, that want to talk about them, share their knowledge, feedback if you have your game to show them. It's great. It's great opportunity, and yeah, I'm strongly recommending it. And also you can have a lot of fun there. But yeah, you should go there if you want. Okay, let's go with that. Unity editor gets path of class file. Oh, get asset path, but I should get, but it only gives me path when I get some grab on this button. Okay. That's funny what I see here. Maybe it could work. So let's remove it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to play with you. Oh, monoscript from mono behavior. So basically, I can do something very cheesy. So I can create game object. It will be new game object. I think I can create game object like that. I'm not sure. We'll see. Now I can try to add component. That is my test button. Oh, I don't see my UI. So here I have to grab my Unity UI. Okay, here it is. So now I have access to my Unity UI classes. And thanks to that, I can use my test button. Great. And this add component should return this component to me. So I can get script and then I can just destroy immediate. Now I have to go with object that destroy immediate, my game object. And now I have path here. I have path to it. Okay. So here I should go with that. It will be here. And let's check it out. Will it even work? That would be funny. So here, no, here on button. Okay. Let's go. Change to navigation button. I love it. I love it so much. So let's just clear code. Okay. So I can go with var here. So I'm adding component to game object. Then I'm taking monoscript from it. Thanks to that, I can use as a database to get path to it. When I have path, I can just do it like that. I can just change object reference value and it's working. I'm looking at it and in my mind it's both genius and stupid. But it's working. I love it. Okay, so let me hide this. I don't want to take fun with it. hello, Matthias. Basically, we're streaming in English in Friday and Saturday now. But if you want to chill with us in Polish, we are streaming on Mondays, also at 7:30 p.m. Great. So I've done it here. It's working. Yeah, in Mondays. Mondays, 19:30, I would say, like that. Okay, so it's working as it should be. So now let's work with it further, shall we? Let's remove this test button, and let me here create my own class. I think that will be Unity script, and it will be called custom navigation button. Great. Okay. Now I want to change it to inherit to I want to make it inheriting after button. Oh, that's a shame. And here, let me change it to to custom navigation button. Great. Now let's remove unused usings. I can close it. I can close it too. Here I can close. Oh, there's a lot of things to close. So now I can extend buttons utility, so I can override on move. Great. We will write our code here. But to do it, firstly, I have to create class that will be serializable, so it will be shown from inspector. Let's make it public class overridable navigation. Okay, great. I think okay, so typo, sure. And what I have to add it. First things first, field serialize field. And it will be public boolean, so bool override. Okay, with get and private. That's okay. Other thing should be serializable field public. I think it should be selectable. Yeah, selectable. Oh, selectable, maybe. Yeah. And of course, private set. Nick, are you here with us on chat? Because I have a question to you. So basically now I can create the serialized fields, private overridable navigation, and it will be up override. Okay, and let me just copy all of it. It will be down override. It will be left override, and it will be right override. So Michael is not. Oh, I thought I could give him very fun task to create something, but yeah, he left me. So now I can go with it like that. So switch based on event data dot move direction. So move dir. Let's. Oh, I can. I think go like that. So if it's to the left. So if left override dot overrideable, then left override dot selectable. Oh, how is done here exactly? Let's check it. So it's basically navigate. So I should fire a method that is called navigate. So navigate. Oh, is it? Why is it private? Convenience function change the selection to specific object, but why did you make it private? Come on. So if left is override, if left overrides and left override that selectable, it's not null, and left overrideable selectable is equal to no. But maybe so if this selectable is active, sure. I want to do it like that. So if the selectable is not null and it's active, or it's, I think it can be right. It can be wrote cleaner. So or this selectable is equal to null. So yeah, I can remove redundant. No. I want to do it like that. Okay. And here. Okay. So I want to, what to do once again? Event data selectable object. Okay. So let's go to event data. That selected object is equal to left override that selectable. Great. Oh, it should be just game object. Great. Okay. Okay, I think I can do it cleaner. So let's introduce private method that will be called try navigate, but it will be type of bool. So basically it takes overrideable navigation, and of course if navigation, I should change it to override maybe. Let's call it override navigation. It should be good enough. So if override navigation override, sure. Let's maybe just copy that and paste it here. So basically, if I should override it and the selectable is not null, and it's active, but also if it's set to null, Why I'm doing it like that? Because basically I want to have an option to select maybe not select oh, I should do it in a different. So basically, when there's override, so when I want to override, for example, going to the left, and there I set the selectable to null. What it means, basically, for me, it's that I don't want to go to the left when I'm losing left. So here I should change it. So if not override, let me return false. Sure. Now, if overrideable, so if this override navigation is set to null, so it's selectable is set to null, I want to return true because I want to tell my system that okay, navigation event occurred, I've done something with it, but it's not your problem anymore. I've done it. Basically, I'm not doing anything as it should be. And now I can go with it. So like that. So if override selectable is equal to null, is not equal to null, sorry, but it's active. So basically it means that I want to change this navigation. So I have to go to, oh, I have to get access to this data. So let me pass it as a parameter to this method. And let's go with event data, selected object, and let me set it to this override navigation, the selectable, of course, that game object, to get game object that is attached to it. And let's return true. But if I'm overriding, I'm already sure that I've done everything. I think I can remove that. Oh, I can do it like that. So it's selectable is equal to null, or it's not active. Yeah, that's true. I can return true. But if it's not, I want to select this object and of course return true. So thanks to that, I can clearly do it like that. So if try navigate, passing event data and passing here left override. So if I done navigation, I want to return. But if I try navigate returns me false, so basically I'm not overriding anything. I'm just going with default Unity's navigation. Oh, I can make this method static. Great. Okay. If you want it like that. I'm not fighting with you, Ryder. You're my friend. So I can leave it like that and only change it to up override, right override, and of course down override. Great. So now when I go to Unity, I should see, oh, oh, that's not good. Ah, yeah, it's all right. Sorry, it's all right because navigation. I deleted test button and changed it to navigation button. Everything is all right. Almost all right. Because I don't see my items. Okay. Let me remove component. Let's add it here. Custom navigation button. Oh, that's not good. Editor is not showing me my items. It's not showing me those serialized fields. Should I? I have an idea. Maybe if I will create custom editor, it will be custom navigation button editor. So of course, let's go here. Let's go with custom editor, call it like that. Great. Okay. It's called custom navigation button. It should inherit after button editor. Will it work? No, it's not working. But why? Okay, but where is your problem? What is your problem? What is wrong? I've called it like that. No, 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 no. It should be editor. That was stupid. Yeah. Now it's working properly. Now let it recompile. It's still shouting at me that there's no but. What? Why are you shouting at me? You have a button. So it's trying to. So it's telling me that button. Okay. It's not present, but I see here that it's selected. Yeah. So what is wrong with you? If I add here my base button, okay. You're not shouting at me. Okay. Maybe on validation you will shout. Maybe. Okay, now it's working. Why are you working right now and not shouting at me? Okay. But you, why are you not working? So let me go here. Let's check it out what is going here. So basically, oh, I should add my properties. Let me copy that. And let's go here. Right. Oh, they are still using old Inspector UI, but they are supposed to switch to the new one. Okay. So I want to find properties. So up override property. Let's make 4 of them. It will be up, it will be left. Let's go it's up, down, and of course left and right overrides. Great. So now we're going to every direction. I have access to all of them, and I can just get those properties from a serialized object, and it will be like up, down, of course left, and of course right. And now I can add those 4 properties fields to my code. I know that I could go with some 4, but and looping over them in a beautiful manner. But for only 4 properties, for me it's much quicker, much faster, I should say, I think, to do it like that. And now please work. That's good. I have to only make it properly, so I have to make some custom property drawers. But I leave it for another day. I've added what I wanted. I can start using it. So let's go to buttons and working with that. Great. So I've got my canvas and I've got my full screen window. Great. I've got my inventory window. Sure. And I've got my inventory area. So when I open my inventory, which item should be selected? I think that... Oh. But those slots are not selectable. Okay. So I have to make them selectable, right? So I should change it to selectable. To make use of this Unity system. But now it's overriding everything, so I don't have access to editor. Okay. That's inconvenient, but I think I will stick with that. I can work with that further. The only thing I should do is going to my custom navigation button and maybe expose this as a static, or maybe not. Let's make it public. Let's just copy that. And now let's do it like that. No one cares. And of course, it's... Oh. But there is no override. Yeah, copy that. Sure, why not? I don't like it. Now I see that I don't like it. I'm basically duplicating. I'm basically duplicating whole all code. So maybe let's go with custom navigation button and just delete that. Nothing here happened. Now I should have access to all items, but to make that work, I think I here have to set true, so it will use my custom editor that I wrote. Yeah, right. It's working as it's supposed to do. I can visualize whole navigation structure. Great. Okay, but how is it working now with mouse? Let me stay with mouse. Oh, it's not opening. Do I even created anything to work with that? Okay, so let's remove first this warning. I know that I created this window, and I have to tell where is first selectable item. It should have to be added to make it possible to even work with that. Okay. I think I have to start with adding inputs action. Yeah, there's even not a button to open inventory, so that is why it's not working. To do it, I think I will go with button. Sure. Open open inventory. I think on the keyboard I will go with E, and on a gamepad maybe let's go with Y button. Oh, my gamepad just turned off. Okay, so button nerf. Sure. Yeah, that will work. So I've got my event. Okay. And now, okay, save it. Sure. I created that. So it's my inventory. So on enable, on disable, I can, and I think I would, change it from mono behavior to, I think it was called window controller. Yeah. Oh, I don't have access to new additions to it. So let me quickly go to source tree, push changes from other project, and I will work from there. Okay, so I have to go with my password to my key. Okay. Let me quickly... Oh, so but it's already Better UI Manager. So it's already added there. I don't like it. Why is it? Why I added so much changes there? No, I'm here. I'm on pop-ups. When I changed that? That's strange. So let's go here. Let's go to my utils. I'm here. Let me commit that. Yeah, I think I can commit that. So it's basically like working on selection. I think that's good name. Okay, push it. Sure, better UI. And now let me just merge main into my branch. Great, of course. There's nothing. Do I really have conflicts in metas? Oh, because I created editor in both files. Sorry, on both branches. I created this editor folder with assembly definition. Let me resolve this conflict using theirs. Yeah, I want to make sure that on main version is the version is the one that I'm saying with. So I'm resolving with incoming, so theirs. Here I'm doing the same thing, and with my assembly definition I'm doing also same thing. Great. Now I think there should be no problems where no problem with things. Okay, I don't like those warnings. I have to fix them. This is something that I'm constantly fighting with myself. I have to clear all warnings from project. I don't like when they are showing. For me, warning is like it's working for now, but someday it will bite you in a moment that you are not where you are not ready for that. And yeah, my main goal is to remove all warning from codes. To be honest, I saw some projects, very popular games, with a lot of sold copies, with a lot of even positive reviews. And when I saw its code, when I saw Unity's project for them, there was like whole wall of warnings and errors, and everyone was like, "It has to be like that." Yeah, it's good. It's working. Who cares? We are not paid to fix it. We are paid to add something, and yeah. No, I mean I'm talking here about real projects made on Unity. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you title, but yeah. So now, why I changed it to my Windows controller? Because it's my workflow that I created. So basically, this controller is like elegant way to add logic for window. It can pass you data when it's opening, so it can simplify workflow. But yeah, if it's better. Generally, everything what I wrote here was a controller. So only only proper thing to do was to use it. So, Michael, when you're here, I have a small request, and I would be more than happy to get your help with it. Basically, it's nothing scary. I created my own type. I created my own class. So it was somewhere. Oh, I removed it already. No, it's here. So basically, I've created my button. Now it's not important. There are four fields of type. This type is called overrideable navigation. And what I want to do, I want to create custom. I think it's custom property drawer. To not draw it in this way. I wanted to, of course, have this name up override. Next to it, the stick. And when this stick is selected, this field is, of course, shown. It's highlighted. You can add it. But when the stick is not selected, I want this field to be like that. Like you cannot edit it. Can you do it for me, please? I know you can do it, and you will do it in a second. I will have to fight with it for a few long hours. Oh, so on selection change is deprecated. I should use different thing. It's my editor, so I can do it. No problem. I'm on 2020.2.15. So you have this UI version, UI toolkit version. I think I can gain you access to. Yes, you have access to this code because basically it's on. Oh, let's commit. It's basically on this branch, better UI manager. So you can go there and see what you can do. You have already editor, assembly definition, and so on. You just have to add a property drawer for that. Okay. Wow, thank you guys very much. Welcome everyone from Unity's stream. Hello there. I'm proud to be selected. Thank you very much. We're currently working on a pixel art game set in steampunk lore. It's called Steam Tales. Basically, now we're working on editors, on mostly technical parts of it, and we want to develop it further. Now we are working on inventory system. Hello, online local. Hello. So now I'm trying to work with Unity's navigation system. I think I've almost done it, and in a few moments, I think I will have a properly working inventory with gamepad compatibility. Yeah. Wow, great feeling. Sorry. So here is deprecate method. So it should be changed to selection change instead of okay. So from let's change it to the selection change.
Hello there.
Hello, Michael. Hello. Okay, so it's not using.
Do you have any idea why our our server is not running?
Which server?
And can you unmute on Discord actually? it would be easier.
Oh, yeah, right. Sure. Which server?
For version control.
Is it? I'm almost sure that I pushed
I
it.
I mean, I cannot access it.
Oh, that's very bad.
It's
Uh,
times out. So yeah.
Let me check.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
no,
Yeah, forgot. I could check the
that's bad.
server
Uh,
directly.
I think something. Oh, can you access directly by IP?
Uh,
But
do you think I
okay.
remember the dynamic IP address? No, I do not.
Yeah, that's true. You shouldn't be able to remember password. Let me simply copy it for you.
Oh, the SSH does not recognize the host name. So
Just
looks
another
like
gaming company. Thank you very much for follow. Welcome in our
welcome on
community.
board.
Yeah. So basically, if someone wants to catch up what we are doing, whole this game is done on streams, but also we put all recordings or on our YouTube's vaults. So if you want to catch up to find what we went so far, what we done so far, please you can go to this channel and find how is our progress. Yeah, coming back to here, I've changed. I've removed this deprecated method. Great.
Can you just send me the type, like the definition for the type you want the property to over?
Sure. Let me
Because without
quickly.
version control, you have to send this to me manually.
Yeah, sure. It's this one. Yeah, it's this class. Sorry for no cleaning code, but yeah.
Okay, so it's not that not that long. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm. I have to open my window. Basically, I have to go to my controller, window controller. It should be here. Yeah, it's player inventory UI. It's window controller. It has all things that should work. I can change those enable disable. I can move them to override on close on open because I created those, especially those methods to work with that, to not strictly care about on enable disable. I could stay with on enable disable, but for me it's easier to use my own methods. It's something that I like. For me, it's much more readable, especially when I'm working with UI. So I always laughing that the system that I'm currently working on, those window controllers and so on, basically here those. Let me show you right here. Yeah, so I've got my areas, I've got my window slots, I've got my windows. So for me, it's like my opus magnum working with UI, and I've come up to a long way to do it, and I'm proud of it. And to be honest, I've done almost one game whole on it, and I think there was no problem with it. So yeah, I love the system. Here, my inventory area. Do I work with that? Do I even care if my do I even enable or disable game object here somewhere? No, I'm just adding my callback for event on changing things. in inventory. Yeah, I can just move it. Basically, I can copy this component and paste it here as a new one, and all references are saved. That's great. I love this feature. So let's remove this component. Great. Now I have to write simple code. So here in a player, was it in a player? Where are my interactions with world? No, I can do it in an easier way. Yeah, I can do it here. I can do it in my awake because my system depends on making sure that everything is turned on before starting gameplay. So Oli Olio, hello, Oli, sorry for wrong pronouns. Hello, welcome. So now I can go to my input manager. It was, oh, where is it? Input manager. It's here. Great. I can just yeah, I know my English is not perfect for now. I'm working on it, especially working to easier communicate or on events like Digital Dragons when we were last week. So let's create public event action. Sure. If you have any questions for a code or for my approach, feel free to ask. I'm really open and I really like to share my knowledge and my approach with others. So if you want to ask something, please feel free to write anything. Okay, so action on in inventory used, maybe open. Let's go with no, open is wrong word because I want to use the same button to open and also close inventory. So let's maybe call it on inventory state change. Old school Craper, welcome on the stream and thank you for follow. So on inventory state change, I want to fire it here. So let's get with this player. No, I see that I've done one mistake, because basically when I open my inventory, I want to make sure that my player is not moving. So I should create new map. Let's call it UI, and let's move this. Can I cut it and paste it like that? Great. So I have to make it on another map to just simply disable player map, and this UI map will stay untouched. So save this asset. And here, so not from player but from UI, I want to get my open UI performed, and let's go with callback context is I will be not used here, so I can simply fire. I'm working currently on inventory system. Basically, I've done whole logic part. I've prepared whole UI system that I built on top of Unity's UI, and now I'm connecting everything together, and I think it will work in a moment. So on inventory state change, let me just invoke. Great. And now in my inventory window controller, so it was called inventory UI, if I remember correctly. Inventory UI. Yeah, it's here. I want to go to my input manager. Oh, there is no instance of it. Yeah, because it's in game manager. to be honest, I like to work with 1, 2 singletons in my code. For me, it's the easiest way to maintain clean code and connect everything together. So on inventory state changed, I want to simply open window. Do I have already on destroy method? No, there is no on destroy method. Great, a player movement, player system. That is very basic, but also if to do it correctly, to do it in a great way, you have to spend a lot of work on that. And I'm feeling it in another project, Cubic Dungeons. I started something with it. I'm not telling much now, but I hope in another distance future, maybe we'll do some playtests with you. What do you think, Michael?
Well, of course.
Great. So
That needs to be thoroughly tested. Oh, that's
yeah.
gonna be a lot of work.
Let's call methods that will change state. Change.
Oh yeah, and about Cubic, I was thinking maybe we want to change the node library from this how to say this, from this animator nodes to more like visual scripting nodes. I know it's not perfect, but I mean, at least it's not gonna be deprecated.
So you meant using bolts?
No. I mean like the nodes that look like Bolt, not Bolt itself.
We can think about it, but let's leave it for the future.
Yeah, we're from Poland.
Yeah, exactly. We're from Poland. We're even on the same servers. Oli. So yeah. So do I have an option to check if window is opened? I think I didn't expose any method to do it. Let's go to my window. Mono window, yeah, exactly. Why mono window? Because the system, base of the system for this windows and areas is based on interfaces. Thanks to that, now when I work with Unity UI, this current system, I created my own methods and I create my own connection to this system. But if we someday decide to switch to UI toolkits, we could simply write only connection between system and UI without even trying to do it from scratch. And it's good things to have. So I have no option, but basically those are game objects. So I can go with game object and check if it's active. So if it's active, so active self, I want to window that close. Okay, and in else, of course. So for else, I want to go with window that. Oh, I have to go with that window that open win. No open window. Just open. Yeah, just open, and it should work properly. And of course, on open, I want to go to my game manager. Game manager, of course. I want to go to my input manager and I want to so let's create method set player input state. Great. And for open, I want to set it to false. Or maybe let's go with disable player input. And let's go with enable player input. Because if I remember correctly, you need this input system has exposed only disable enable methods. Oh yeah, great, great. You're right, Blixon. About Us speaks for us, basically as Polish indie studio. Where we were. So I have to go to my input manager. Okay, and here in my input manager, I have to create my two methods. First will be public void enable input actions, and it will be simply input actions that's player that's enable, and with other one disable input. Okay, I want to make it input actions that player that disable. Thanks to that, I think my inventory system should my inventory window should just open. Really? You're sure about that? I click that and it simply moved me to Discord. Can someone check it out also? Okay, if I press E, it opens. Yeah, it's working. And now I press E, it hides. Great. So as you can see, those are our I would say proof of concept version. Maybe not proof of concept. I think it will just improve quality even further, but those are our main ores and bars. So I think it's gold, copper, coal ore, iron, copper, and tin. I'm not sure. I have to. Oh, that's good. That's good. I came up here. I had to come up with some tricky, maybe not tricky, some elegant way to show name of every item. Okay, so now let's go with gamepad. Oh, it's turned off. Okay. First problem. Okay, something with other subbles. I have to find a solution for that later. First thing that I'm not supporting at the moment. I have to select first item. I have to select first item from this inventory, and also I have to somehow select which image should it. Maybe not. I have to somehow maybe change color to them. I have selected color. Let's change it to red. Will it? No, it won't work. Like that. I have to when I open my window. So when my window is opened here, I have to. No, in controller, maybe in window. I have to select first item. Already, I exposed this serialized field that is default selected item. So when set open state, it's internal. Is internal? It's some kind of internal method that opens window. So it's when it's opened, I should go with event system. Okay, event system that current that set selected game object, and I have to pass here which object should be selected. So our default selected item should be selected, and I think that's all. And if
How close do you want this checkbox to be from the selectable field?
To be honest, doesn't care.
I mean, right next to or right next to the label, or somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
Got it.
So let's open. Okay. It's selecting wrong thing. So what is selected? So if I go to scene view, if I'm Flint, thank you very much for follow. So when I pressed my right arrow, hello. So if I press my right, if I go down, no, it's working. I see it's working, but this color is very slight change. My mouse is hiding because I already wrote it that when I change input system to gamepad, it basically turns off my mouse, and when I come up with my mouse, it's continuing to use it. But I see a small problem with it. I'm not using prefabs, so yeah. But here I have got prefabs. Oh, I know, because I done it with instantiate. I have to do it in a other way. So Unity instantiate as prefab. I think there should be a method. Yeah, prefab utility instantiate prefab. It's of course in editor namespace, but if I get it correctly, it should be hidden here inside hashtag if unity editor. So here I should change it to, of course, unity editor that's prefab utility that instantiate prefab. Great. And now I can instantiate asset and parent. So those two should be like that. And now I can just go here. Tell me that I can go here. Okay. I can't just press this button, create UI, and now everything is prefab. Great. I love it. I really love this this ability to do those things from editor. So now I can simply change selected color. So let's go with green, maybe. Yeah, let's go with green. It will be very distinct from others. Of course, apply to prefab slot. And now it should work. So I'm pressing Y and it's not working. Great. Oh, it's not working because I removed all items, and it should attach. I think I can go with it like that. So if on validate, I'm not only checking if it's set, but yeah, no, I will leave it like a warning, and I'm not adding any logic here, because it can be difficult to use it later. So let's stay with that, and it's working. So now I have to just add gamepad support, because now I have my mouse. Oh, I have to change selection, because now when I come up with this logic. So in my button, I basically, when my pointer is entering or exiting, I'm selecting, I'm just selecting items. So I can, if I'm getting it correctly, let me open prefab in context. It can be in context. I can use base buttons still. Of course, let's use, oh, I have no access to it. It should be here in data. Yeah, it's here. So it's this default button settings, and it's working. And all right. So this system I created, it's basically for grouping buttons. So I can create group with buttons, and I can tell, okay, this group, when it's selected or deselected or hovered for mouse for mouse, I can just change text color to some values. Okay, I have to add some default to automatically attach, but for now I will leave it like that, and we can go further from this. Okay, I've got this, and now it should work. Okay, so now I'm holding button, it's lighting up everything. Okay, and I can drop it like that. So mouse is working. Let's add gamepad support. So basically, when I have to do two things. First one is setting some kind of gray or maybe alpha tint to item to show for a player that it's selected, and I have to, I think for now, only add support for A and B buttons. So select, deselect. Do I want to be evil? And because now when I'm thinking about it, I know that in European and American games, A is usually for select, and so it's like okay, confirm, and B is for cancel or back. But in Japan, it's switched. But with this system, this Unity UI, this Unity input, we can be good game developers and add option for anyone to switch. And I think that's a good idea. I have to write it somewhere, but yeah, it will be great. So, okay, so it's shouting at me because the button without text is provided. Yeah, right. Let's create another group. So let's maybe copy that. Yeah, it will be good enough. And let's rename it, not default button settings. To be honest, I've tried using ChatGPT, but at my level, and if you want to make something bigger, ChatGPT usually slows you down for a very simple tasks like write short code, uh, like write me code that will make player jump on the space button. It will do it. Great. But when I want to add something on top of that, it will come up with very not elegant solutions. I would say it like that. And usually it's nothing good, and it will bring you more problems in the future. I like to use ChatGPT for something like ideas bank. I'm just asking for some ideas, and I'm then iterating from that. I like to use it for things that I'm not good at it. I'm not good at. For example, I had to write very simple PowerShell commands to change all files in a folder from MP4 to MKV or in a other way. So it was great for something simple like that. But for game development, when you are creating systems that are connected with each other, it can be painful, and I'm not recommending. For me, it's always quite painful to watch very young developers that are starting their journey, and they are very heavily focusing on chat, using everything what it shows them, and later they are like, okay, I wrote this game, but I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what each line means. I don't know why is it like that. And I think it can be harmful at the beginning of your journey to use a lot of ChatGPT. GitHub Copilot, to be honest, it went very silent. At the beginning, it was very controversial. Wait, wasn't it the similar action with this GitHub Copilot, like now we have with ChatGPT and all those Stable Diffusions, Midjourney, with artists? I remember at the beginning when they showed GitHub Copilot, there was a lot of controversy around it, that they were using code that was not meant to be used there.
Basically, copyright issues and licensing.
Yeah, and now we have the same thing with artists, but with programmers, I think we just went like, okay, who cares? It went very silent at the end.
I mean, everyone is using code from Stack Overflow anyway, so
Yeah.
was the yeah.
It's how you are calling it, wibbly wobbly. It's our property. You
Hippity
can.
hoppity, your code is now my property.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great programmers.
Oh, Code Whisperer, another tool to steal code. Great.
Yeah, but Kleczka, hello, welcome on the stream. Yeah, you missed a lot, but yeah, welcome. But to be honest, I've tried to summing up whole this topic. I'm really inspired by this whole AI revolution. I'm really waiting for what is coming up and what will be in future available for us. But I'm far from this hype train that everyone is jumping on, and whoa, it's changed everything. So now artists are useless and so on. I'm very far from that. we we have a long journey in front of us to even reach that point. And I don't know. I think it was Tomasz Rozek or someone. I saw this motto, this text on Twitter, that as a human, we created calculators that are better in doing calculations. So now with this AI, we created another tool that is better from us in something. So like calculators are better than us in doing calculations. Cars are faster than us in traveling, and chat and those AIs are better than us in collecting a lot of data and processing them. It's nothing that it's nothing that I would say it's unbelievable or it's end of our species, but you can use it, and
I would say we are mid-journey to that.
that's a good one. I've remember something with this AI tool. You can write simple game like Flappy Bird. Basically, and for Flappy Bird, there are a lot of tutorials, like ton of them. But you can do this Flappy Bird in two different approaches. So one approach is when you have static bird that is moving only up and down, and pipes are moving towards the bird. Other option is to make your bird flying up and down and going forward, but your pipes are stationary. So you are just going through these pipes. And I saw a YouTube film, a YouTube video about a guy who tried to use this chat GPT for creating this game. And I saw that every time he asked, he get a different approach. So at the beginning, chat came up with bird moving up and down, but when he asked for pipes, chat I think was creating those pipes stationary in a next positions. But yeah, it mixed a lot of approaches, and it won't take our work. Never. Maybe not never, but there will be always a need for some AI advisor, or maybe I would say AI.
Like AI supervisor.
Yeah, who will just look at some everything that that AI gives you and glue it together. So back to our code. Oh, sorry for that. Back to our code. So I've got my inventory group that will, for now, have no settings, but it will be set for them. And of course, I want to apply it to prefab. Okay, so let me add to my input some things. That was not very
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh, that's gonna be annoying.
I guess so.
Basically, I need to finish off the procedure for you.
Okay.
But it's like I try to make it so that it looks like other fields. So, for
Okay.
example, when you have all these properties, one below the other, it has this nice vertical line separating the labels from the values.
Okay.
But when you're doing a custom inspector, not with ImGUI but with visual elements, there's a slight problem because there is like no real way to maintain like this vertical line because I mean you have to space elements manually, and I thought, okay, so this is probably some basic aspect ratio, more like ratio between the widths of the elements, so that, for example, the first element takes, I don't know, 1/3, and the second one takes 2/3, because when you resize the inspector, the part for the label resizes and the part for the value resizes. So I thought that they maintain the constant width ratio, and no, they do not.
Oh.
They do not maintain the ratio. So I thought, okay, but that's not a problem because in the new Unity, the inspector uses visual elements for the inspector for UI, so I can use UI toolkit debugger to
Mm-hmm.
see what styles are used, and no styles are used,
Oh.
or rather, one style is used. The width property is set manually.
Oh no.
So it is computed somewhere, and I had this problem in Lithium because I made a custom property drawer for and generally custom property fields for Lithium,
So
and I
to
had
to
the
to
same
to
problem.
my quick note. What is lithium? Lithium is Michael's library that is basically uh, built on top of UI toolkit that allows you to create whole layout from code. So if you want to quickly prototype some UI editor or some editor from code in few seconds, you can do it with Lithium.
It's funny that you describe what I've written. Okay. Anyway, so I made it for Lithium, but yeah, it's somewhere in Lithium on the main branch. But I don't think we need that kind of precision here. I think that being slightly off center is good enough for now.
Yeah, to be honest, who will use it? Me and level designers. That's all.
I mean, later I
No,
can.
even level designers won't use it. It will be used only by me and maybe some other developer that will be working on UI system.
I mean, probably later it's gonna be rewritten into Lithium anyway. I mean, I was going to do it now, but I thought it would be faster if I just do this in Visual Elements.
Yeah, I see a small problem now
Spoiler
with.
alert, it's not.
Yeah, I see my little. I have a little problem. I see now, with my idea to switch between uh, European American accept cancel approach and Japanese. Uh, to do that properly, I should also dig deeper into Unity's UI. It was somewhere here. It's from event system. Yeah, from input module. I should have. I should dig deeper to maybe change, submit, and cancel, or somehow maybe even change it or something like that. But yeah, I have to work with that. Oh, I can do it.
Whoops.
Oh, I have an idea. But
Oh
it's not
yeah,
for today. I will leave it like that. I will just leave comment for future me to do use the same actions actions as input module. And of course to do switch a b select cancel. Okay, I will leave it like that. And for now, I want to just go to my UI. I want to go to my accept to performed. And if it's performed, I want to just call my event on UI accept used. And of course, invoked it. And here I want to use my back button to fire event on UI cancel used. Let's change naming because now I'm mixing back cancel with each other. So let's stay with one naming and it will be the best. So now I want to make it cancel. Okay. So thanks to that, when I'm talking about cancel, I also always know what I'm talking about. And for me, it's nothing. Nothing. It changes nothing. But for someone to work with me, to come up to my code, it's easier when you have very strict naming convention. Because if I will leave it here like back in another place cancel, in maybe other place also back, it's hard to communicate what are you talking about because everyone can be in a different part of code. Yeah, Michael right now put you link to his GitHub with Lithium
yeah.
UI.
Forgot to do that earlier. Sorry.
Yeah, so if you want, you can check it out. It's a great library. I think the core feature is done, and in future we will add more tools built on top of that. Okay, so now I can go back to my controller, but wait, there's more. I think, oh, maybe I'm not think, where I have my mouse, whole mouse control. So when I'm picking something up,
Oh,
is it
I
here?
found it. Oh no, it looks terrible. Oh, I'm gonna send this to you. You can show this. It's uh, where is yes? Okay.
I should. Oh no.
This is line 53 from custom field in Lithium.
Let me
This makes
do it
it
like
so
that.
that this line makes it so that so the custom property field is looks exactly the same as done with default in GUI. Or it looks just like default editor when you calculate the size with this.
Good
It's
workaround is
ridiculous.
not bad.
I hate it.
Oh, I done it like that. So inventory items are having begin, drag, end drag, and so on. I don't have any build on top of that system to use it. I can leave it like that here. And let me introduced maybe here, just in inventory UI. Will it be good place for the system? Oh, I have an idea. So basically, when I'm pressing select button, or yeah, so when I press select button, I can do it in a I trying to come up with a way to connect my UI, whole UI system with knowledge about which slot is currently selected. So basically, I can just go with I select handler, and of course I deselect handler. Okay. Oh, what is wrong with here? Okay, and thanks to that, I can just override two methods. So it will be on selected. Okay. And other one will be on deselect. So thanks to that, I can pick up item, still pick up item, and later I can use it with gamepad. So if I select item, I have to check something. Let me log something, log anything. Selected. Okay. And let's log deselected. Okay. And let me check in code if when I'm using my mouse to drag anything, if it fires those callbacks on select, on deselect. So, oh, it's working like that. Okay. No, I don't. I went with wrong lead. It should be not. It shouldn't be selection. The selection. It should be clicking. What you doing? Currently, I'm adding support to move item with gamepad. Basically, it's the main thing that I'm doing right now. So, on select, on deselect, should be removed. And here, I can go with that. Private void on clicked. Okay. Aurora, thank you very much for right. Welcome everyone from stream. Second right day. Wow, great. welcome on the board. Welcome on the stream.
Funny fact, this magic value measured by rural has changed.
Oh,
it's
that's
no
not
longer
good.
it's no longer +10, it's +15.
Oh, that's good
And
to
yes,
know.
it is pixel perfect now.
Oh, if it's perfect, if it's pixel perfect, it's great. Rotek, welcome. So if I clicked button, I want to just debug that log. Click, And let's check if I'm using drag drop system, it also fires this click behavior. Unity rated today already our stream. Yeah, Unity. So on the wake,
no one expected that.
I want to fire method at. Oh, so I'm in a button. I am button. It was button. It was at on click that at listener. Oh, to be honest, I forgot how to use it because from a moment when I wrote my base button class, I don't have to even work with on click from button directly. Oh, what I'm doing? I can just go with on clicked. What I meant with that, here I have my class that's basically is beautiful wrapper around button, and here I'm once adding listener for on clicked, and thanks to that, I don't have to care more about it because I'm passing this information further with my custom event. So yeah, it's working. Let me just press play. Okay. Let this domain to reload and let's check it out. I hope it won't fire this event, and thanks to that I don't have to care about anything. Oh, I think I came up with funny solution to that. Because now when I click with a mouse, I can also add option to just click and move items. So I will click on that and it will be somehow picked up, and then I will click here and it will move. So basically now if I'm trying to move item on a place that is already occupied, nothing happens. But I think I want to just switch items. So if item is inventory item, nothing should be even done. But if inventory item is not equal null, so there's something there. No, wait. So if item, wait, this is slot, so I am slot. So item is trying to take place on me. So if this item is the same that I already have, I'm just repainting it. So setting its parent, anchored position, and so on. Also, I think it will change color later. And if there is something on me, I can go with it like that. So player inventory.ui, player inventory for tests. It's here because on another branch I created game manager and gameplay manager as separate things. So it will go, I will change it in the future. So I want to move item. Do I have something like switch? Wait. If I remember correctly, yeah, move item should do the trick. So basically I can just remove this if, and it should just switch. because I remember that I wrote this logic to switch places, but yeah. Oh, it's not working. Not cool. Not cool. So maybe let's add let me add debugger and go with it. So let's go with play and see what will happen. Okay, picking up thing and putting it here. Slot should have slot ID 3. Wait. Okay, it's working. Great. And now I'm putting it here. So inventory item. This item, what is it? So this item is bronze bar. Okay. And my inventory item is, why is it bronze bar? That's, oh, I know. Because I added this logic here. So if but wait. So here, if I am hovering nothing, or there is no slot, I will place myself on my current slot. But what is this slot? It's from here. Wait. Is it working once more in a different way that I thought? So let me drop it here. Wait. Where are you coming from? So call stack. It's coming from here. Why? Hovered count is not equal to 0. Okay. So last thing that was hovered, it was inventory item. Okay. So how to do it properly? Oh, I think I know how to do it. So I don't want to remove Raycast target from inventory item because without it, my drag drop system won't work. So I think I can go with like that. So if this is equal to null, sorry, to 0, so there's nothing under me. No, that's not right. But wait. So if last thing that I hovered has inventory slot, maybe like that. So if not, so here or event data hovered. So last item, it's like that. Try get components out inventory item. Okay. So is it proper? So if count is equal to 0, no problem. And sorry, or try get component and try get component. So if one of them is true, it will give true, so it will false. So if from both of those items I will get false, I will enter here, but if from both of them I will get true, or maybe even one of them I will get true, I will get false at the end because of this negation, and I won't get there. Okay, so let me change it quickly. So if slot is not equal to null, okay, set it trust place item and maybe return. Okay, so if slot is equal to null, that means item has to be not equal to null. So let's take its current slot and pass it like that. Okay. What is your problem? What is your problem right now? Wait. What is item? No, it's not this item. Maybe let's rename it to other item. Okay, and let's work with that. Why are you... Wait. Can't you see that? Are you...
What?
I will send... So it's shouting at me that I'm not checking for null. Did I just found... Rider error?
Wait, but it has error in the first line when you're checking for null.
Wait, why is he shouting at me? Why? Okay, I guess I have to go with...
It thinks other item may not be initialized.
Yeah, I know why, but to be honest, if it's reached that point, it shouldn't be case. But
Wait.
it's all right. It's good. Everything is all right.
Oh yeah, it's because you did this or in the first if.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, now I can drag and drop items, and if I drop it here, oh, oh, that's a strange behavior.
Do you know how to? What's that? I will do this.
It's supposed to work in a different way, I guess. So what is happening right now? I'm taking old item, okay, and I'm firing on content change. Wait, I'm taking items. So this inventory array is array of inventory slots. So for every slot, I take in the slot, I'm taking the I'm firing this method set item. So it's basically, so it's what it's doing. So it's, if item was attached already, it's removing its events. Okay, so I'm setting new item, and if item is or also not null, I'm adding this reaction. Okay, and if it's not a silent change, I'm firing onslaught change event. Great. I'm not doing it here. I should fire here true to make it silent. So now it shouldn't change anything. I think a problem lies somewhere else. Yeah. So
Oops.
I'm firing two slot from slot. Okay. So firstly, I'm writing two slot, but for some reason, it removed my item. So on content changed, where is it? It's here. So who is listening for it? My UI is listening is listening for it. Okay, so I've got my slot ID. So my item I think I know. Okay, so let's walk through it together. I have my item, that is current item, and I have my slot, that is slot. Which slot exactly? So basically, I'm firstly firing it for to slot, and then I'm firing it on from slot. Okay, so it's slot when I'm trying to put it in. Okay, so if my item is not null and this item is the type, update value. Great. If item is null, but okay, if item is null, but this inventory item from the slot is equal to null, so basically I moved it, it returns, so it's escaped this method, so it shouldn't do anything wrong. And if it is it's another case, it should just destroy it. Okay, but why? I think it's something here that is not working. Do I have no? I have no debug. That's bad because I have very little resources to check. Okay, so it's going here, it's going here. So my inventory item, so I am in a slot 5. Okay, so item is null. Okay, and my inventory item as a slot should be equal to null, right? But it's not. Why it's not equal to null? Why is it set to copper? So this slot is slot number 5. Yeah, that's right. And for a slot number 5, I set item that is equal to null, right? Right, so what I'm doing here, why? I don't get it. So basically, wait, why are you here? You're telling me that item is equal to null, but here you're telling me that wait, am I really retarded? Like, wait, I know what I've done. I've done something stupid. Uh, Basically, I think I have to inverse uh, those events. So first from slot, then to slot, and thanks to that, my logic will work as it should be. Because I want to avoid a lot of destroying, setting up everything, and I want to use items when I move them. I want to reuse them and make those the same items. Yeah. So now it's working, and now when I try to switch, it's not working as it should be. So now when I try to switch, let me dig deeper in that. So basically, I want to attach myself in here. Okay, let's turn on debugger, and let's go with gold and copper. So okay, so now first thing is I'm starting from slot. So in our case, it should be place where it was gold and now should be copper. So item is bronze. Sorry, it's not copper, it's bronze bar. Okay, so I've got bronze bar. I should have bronze bar there. Okay. What happened? Oh no, I missed it. Let me do it again. Okay, so now I've got that. Okay, I messed up. I have to quickly rerun everything. I think I pressed some key to just skip my breakpoint. So E and move. Okay. Here skip. F8. Great. So I want to take my, come on, work for me. I want to take my bronze bar. Okay. And I'm taking slot, and this slot contains already gold bar. Okay. So this is not the case. This is not the case. I'm trying to find item. Of course, this item, this bronze bar. Okay, and I found it. So I'm taking old inventory item, and it's what? It's like slot inventory item, and it's, what is it? Come on. Oh, I know. I have to go only with slot. No, it's update values should do everything. Yeah, update values should do everything, should do the trick. Because update values, oh, it only sets text. And I should fire a slot that repaint? How was it called? Reparent item. Oh. So let's change it to public. Okay. And now, thanks to that, I can go with... Wait. So for the slot, for my slot... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I think I've done something very wrong here. Something very illegal. Okay, let me just quickly here slot that reparent item, just to be sure that everything works here. And now I'm taking my old inventory item that was already in me. I'm setting it as my inventory item. So yeah, and it changes my slot. So I have to also remember old slots. So it will be slot that maybe let's go with moved inventory item that slot. And I don't have to... let's leave it here like that. And no, let's remove it. I don't need it. So I want to take my moved current slot, and here I want to do it like that old slot that's equal to old inventory item, and of course update my values, and everything else should be done automatically because of this property, because this property inventory item already has a logic to reparent everything and to set current slot. Okay, so I think it should work now. Let me detach my debugger and let's quickly check it out. So I think I will have a small problem, small bug when switching between mouse and gamepad, but it's not for today. Of course, remove those breakpoints, and it's working as intended. Great. Everything's coming back to its place. Okay. Picking up, I think, and I'm done for today. So, when I press, when I click on my inventory slot, I want to send a signal to my UI. So how to do it? Do I want to have everything in this UI? I think no. I think I should, and I will do it, create new class just to contain whole logic for splitting items, moving them, because already this inventory UI has 170 lines, and I think it doesn't expose every method for graphics for changing UI, so for visuals. So this is already enough. So let me, here in UI, in inventory, create class. Maybe not class. Let's go with Unity script. That is model behavior, of course. And this model behavior should be called. How should it be called? Player inventory controller. Maybe items controller. I think it's good enough. Let's not try to overthink it. And I have to somehow give slots access to this controller. I think I will do it very simply. Yeah, I will go with my with not my but util that I'm using for some time. It will be parent, and it will be private player inventory items controller. It will be items. Oh, I love this. This sound brings me back to Mario. It's Mario music. So it's like my memory from childhood unlocked. Okay, so what is this parent? So it's from KB. How was his full name? I have to give him shout out because his util is so great and it saved me a lot of work. So shout out to Kyle Banks and his util. He created this very useful util. Basically, you have advantages of using serialized fields for everything, so you don't have to waste time on awake to get component for everything, but also you remain this easy of using get components. So it's like get component but in editor, so you don't waste your resources, you don't waste machine power when your game is starting. He talked about it. He talked more about it in his video about world streaming, why he wrote it, and I think it's brilliant. I love this tool. So
is this the same utility that lets you create a serialized field for interfaces?
no,
Or is it
it's other
another
one.
one?
It's other one.
Okay.
Those are different tools. I don't know how they work together, if they cooperate even. I have to try it someday, but yeah.
They probably do.
And I have to just fire this. Do
you remember the name of
address.
the package for serialized? How to say this? I saw a package where you can use serialized field as when you create serialized field for interface, but like not for a reference to another mono behavior, but as serializable object. More like serializable, just like structure or something like that.
Do you meant serialized ref or something like that?
It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Basically, when you have when you create field, that is serializable, like for example structure class, something like that, but
Serialize, do you mean
basically
serialized
not
reference?
mono.
I think you are talking about serialized reference, and it's built-in.
I would have to see this.
So let me just fire something from item controller. It will be slot selected. Okay, and I'm passing myself. So this. Thanks to that, I can go to my inventory controller. It's here, and I can create this method. So it was slot selected. Great. Here I taking item, inventory slot. It's of course slot. Okay, and if someone is selecting my slot, I have to remember current picked up item. So it's it's not void, it's private inventory item, current selected item. Okay, and so basically if current selected item is not null, I want to go with slot, try place item with current selected item, and current selected item, let's set to null. And of course, if it's done, it's done. And if it's null, I want to just remember item. Sorry, slot that inventory item. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're screaming at me because I never added this controller, the display inventory items controller here. And I think now you're now you're happy, please. Okay, brilliant. Basically, I would say I've created my proof of concept part of this UI system. Now is the most painful, but no, first I have to check what is wrong with our Git, and later I will just push some pull request for Michael to do my code review. And I think on a next stream, basically we are now finishing. If you want to go in the journey creating Steam Days together, you can join me on Friday and Saturdays, 7:30 p.m. of Polish time. You can check it in Twitch timeline. It's already set there, so you can check what time at your what your local time it will be. Yeah, basically I think tomorrow I will focus on maybe some quest. I will get back to my quests, I don't know, or maybe I will take some fun with inventory, with some items. I don't know. We will see. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much thank you very much Unity for writing. Thank you Aurora for writing. Alipios, thank you for follow. If you want to know always about the stream, please join our Discord. There is self role where you can just add yourself to pings. I'm not pinging everyone, so don't be afraid about it. As I said, if you want to follow our streams or come up where we are, or maybe go back to previous or even this stream, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. All recordings are there. And and last but not least, if you want, you can add our game Project Bridge to your wishlist. We created it also here on Twitch, and it's already on Steam. It's on the wishlist. You can add it to wishlist. And yeah, and thank you very much once more. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Take care, and I hope see you tomorrow and see you in the future. Thank you very much, and bye.
See ya.